Hi, this is Lisa Somerville for Divinity Designs. Today I'm here to share with you the release for May 2026. This month we are releasing 1 stamp set, 2 custom dies, and 4 paper pad collections. First we have the clear stamp set, World's Best. This is a set of 15. Just a reminder, when using clear stamps, you'll want to condition your stamps prior to using. Conditioning your stamps will remove any film or residue that might be left on the stamp and ensures a nice crisp image when stamping. Next, we have our 2 custom dies. Slatted and Eclipse Heart, a set of 2, and Slatted and Eclipse Vintage Label, a set of 2. And here you can see the dies in the Slatted and Eclipse Vintage Label. You have the base die, which is the shape, and then the inset slatted die. And the Slatted and Eclipse Heart, again the base die and the inset slatted die. When using the Slatted and Eclipse dies, you'll use removable tape to hold the 2 dies together, and then die cut your pattern paper. So here you can see the Slatted and Eclipse Vintage Label die cut from pattern paper. Here's the die cut when both dies are die cut together. And here's the slats. And as I mentioned in our previous videos using the Slatted and Eclipse dies, there's different ways that you can use this die set. In this video, I'm going to be using the Fun Foam as my dimension for the back of the Slatted and Eclipse die. Here you can see the pattern paper that die was die cut from, and here I have the A2 landscape card base, along with the matting rectangle, and the pattern paper was die cut with the layer die from the A2 landscape card base with layer die set. We're going to set those aside and work with the Slatted and Eclipse Vintage Label. I'm going to adhere the pattern paper that was die cut using the Slatted and Eclipse Vintage Label to the Fun Foam that was die cut using the Slatted and Eclipse Vintage Label. Again, that's going to give the dimension needed for this technique. So now that the die cut panel is adhered to the foam, I'm going to assemble my card base. So there you can see the card base. And now I can adhere the Slatted and Eclipse Vintage Label to the opening in the card base. The Fun Foam that I'm using already has adhesive, so I'm just going to remove the backing and then adhere the die cut to the card base. Next, I'm going to apply adhesive into the opening of the slatted area and then adhere all those slatted pieces back into place. And here you can see all those slatted pieces inlaid back into the die cut. Now you can further embellish your card using additional Divinity Designs products. And next we have our 4 paper pad collections. Brilliant Bloom square card fronts. This contains 30 designer papers, 5 sheets of each design. It coordinates with the square card base with layer die set. The card fronts may be die cut using the layering die. And here you can see one of those card fronts die cut using the layering die on top of the square card base. Here you can see it on a white square card base. And here I've added the largest square die cut for a pop of color between the layer panel and the base card. You can also cut those papers down and use with additional Divinity Designs products for an A2 card. And here you can see it with one of our frame die sets on a square card. Next, we have Peaceful Pastels paper pad. This contains 6 designs, 18 of each image. The sizes are approximately 2.5 by 2.5. You can use many of our different shape dies to die cut the beautiful floral images from the Peaceful Pastels paper pad. The last 2 paper pads are A2 card fronts. These each contain 36 designer papers, 6 card fronts of each design. They coordinate with the A2 landscape card base with layer die set. The card fronts may be die cut using the layering die. Gone Fishing A2 card fronts. Again, to die cut the card fronts, simply center the layering die over the pre-printed image. Use removable tape to hold the die in place, then die cut and emboss following the directions for your die cutting machine. Here you can see the die cut and embossed A2 card front, die cut and emboss using the layering panel on top of the A2 landscape card base. And there's the addition of the matting rectangle for a pop of color between the layer and the base card. And here's some samples using the Gone Fishing A2 card fronts along with additional Divinity Designs products. And here we have Enchanted Forest A2 card fronts. And here you can see that die cut and embossed panel on top of the A2 landscape card base. And again, the matting rectangle for a pop of color. And here's 2 completed cards using the Enchanted Forest A2 card fronts along with additional Divinity Designs products. Now let's take a look at some of the projects created by the design team using the May 2026 release. For more inspiration, visit the product pages on our website, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Instagram.